you don't have to worry if you have forgotten the steps or whatsoever, as what Suresh has mentioned it, that we will be sending across the guide for you to ensure that you are able to see and try to access your PJP accordingly, right? So now we will take up the questions what you have, but please ask questions relevant to the presentation what was done or to relevant to the internship model so that we'll be able to answer them. The rest we might not be able to answer it at this point in time. That's number one. So you can type your Q&A. You can just go to the Q&A section and type your questions so that we can answer them. Number two, we are going to get connected once again tomorrow. Right now, you have just joined and we have just given you the induction for you to take it forward. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about how you need to access your mailbox and how do you keep your system ready for your rest of your sessions, right? So how do you complete your project work with your personal laptops or personal systems? How do you get yourself engaged? So that's something which we will try to help you out tomorrow. So everybody need to have your personal laptop or a system. You cannot be doing your project work on your mobile phones, right? So please ensure that you try to arrange a system or a laptop where you can have an access to all the required softwares, which we are going to take you through in tomorrow's session. That's going to be your RDP session, right? Okay, so let me check on the questions.
Robert, thanks. See, some of them have said that they have not received the link for today's internship. However, they've taken it from the friends. So team, first thing is you all have to always use your Superset ID. For any reference, you give us your Superset ID, we will be able to give the details. Okay, Robert, over to the next question.
Sure. There's one question. Is internship is all about completing the PBL app, training and assignments?
No, it is not only the PBL app. You have a capstone project, which we have clearly specified. For you to do the capstone project, you require technical knowledge. Hence, we are going to give you the training in the beginning, the required skill, so that you can do your capstone project completion and the PBL. Both will together help you in completing the internship.
So the next question is, how do we get contacted with our mentors or with our guide? How do we connect? Is the question.
Yeah, that's really a good question. See, team, today is only your induction. We wanted to set the process of what is internship. By end of the day, you will get mails as to who is your mentor and the details. So kindly wait.
So there's one question where how do I complete both the sessions simultaneously? That is my PJP as well as my internship. So it has been clarified.
That's really an interesting question. See, in PJP, we are not talking about capstone project. Whereas in internship, we are talking about a capstone project. That's the little difference. So you don't have to do. So to give you a better idea, your internship is a subset of PJP. Okay, sorry, internship is a superset of PJP. So you want to be a subset or a superset? If you want to be a subset, then you will do PJP. If you want to be the superset, then you will do internship. I hope that is clear.
So there's one more question. I have not registered for this internship, but is there any way that I can still join as an intern? The reason for not registering is that there was some issue with his account, so he was not able to register. But is it okay that he join as an intern is a question.
You'll have to write to manager.campus because as you all are aware, Lavanam and team from the TA team were the people who interacted for this internship details. So you can write a mail to the manager.campus. We will be able to, they'll be able to guide you, please. It's not only you, there could be many people like you.
Right. So the registration in the PBL app would be done with the registered mail ID or with the mail ID which will be given by WIPRO.
Yeah, team, please do not, WIPRO email ID is from the perspective of communicating. Now, there are many of you who have already logged in with your email IDs, which you had specified in Superset. So not to confuse you, WIPRO email ID is for communication, but for logging into the PBL, if not today, after you join back, as when you complete this internship, you still want to go through, then that will help. So we will share which is the mail ID that you have registered in your Superset. Through that, you will have to log in. And I do understand when you registered in Superset, it would have been X. Superset allows you to change your email ID. Hence, there will be a mail, which is the email ID that you should use to register with PBL. I hope this is clear. When will you get a mail? The mail will be done today or by tomorrow morning. Okay.
So thanks, Nirmala. So there was one more question related to the bond. I'm a bit confused. When will my bond get started? Will it get started from the internship period or once I join WIPRO?
I'm not sure what bond the person is talking about. As far as the WIPRO internship letter is concerned, I don't think so there is any bond. The person who is talking about the bond, if you can share the letter that has been given by WIPRO, I can look into it because we are from the training team. WIPRO is a very big team. So I will not be clear what, bond you're talking about based on what document. Hence, it would be better if you can share that document so that we can read and then give you the right answer.
I have joined this particular internship by mistake. I have marked it as that I'm available from February 14. Is there any possibility to extend my internship period to March?
Yeah, please write to manager.campus because you can let us know because we have the next batch who wanted to join in March as March. That's why I said in the beginning. So that's the answer.
Is there any prerequisite that I have to know a language?
A very nice question.
Is it a programming language? The
yeah,
question has been asked by anonymous.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. Team, let me be very clear. There is no prerequisite. Having said that, all of you in your engineering, either semester 1 or semester 2, irrespective of which stream you belong to, okay, would have gone through one of the programming languages. So we are not going to teach you what is a variable, what is a loop, what is a condition checking. That prerequisite is more than sufficient. Other than that, you don't have to know any programming knowledge per se. I hope that is clear.
In case I have college examination, what should I do? Yeah,
that's a good question. You have college examination. I do understand. Some of their colleges have scheduled their exams for the 7th semester. Now, how can we help you? On the day and the previous day of the exam, inform your mentor and find out what has been covered and then make it up. That's it.
Are we getting any device for completion of this internship?
Team, we are all virtual today. Hence, we are not giving any device. You have to use your own device as clearly stated by Robert also in the beginning. Please use your personal devices, but you don't have to use the software for the relevant streams. the software per se, we are going to teach you how to connect using your laptop to WIPRO internal systems, and then you can do your project.
Well, there's one more question, Nimla here. Please, can you confirm if it is mandatory to accept WIPRO job after accepting the internship program? Suppose I can't accept WIPRO offer due to various other reasons.
Please, yeah, I do understand your concern. You write to manager.campus, please, because I'm not sure what has been discussed with manager.campus. Let me be very clear. Me, Robert, Suresh, Balakrishna, all are from the training team. So the talent acquisition who have given you this internship, they should be the right people to give guide on this question.
Should I use my resume number or the Superset ID to log into the PPL?
Yeah, that is where we have been very clear. You have been, I think, you have spoken to your friends who are already in WIPRO, and they would have suggested resume ID. Yes, last year it was resume ID. This year, all of you have to log in with your Superset ID, because this is the confusion you have. Hence, Superset ID would be one ID that you will access. Okay.
Nirmala, there's one question saying that we have colleges, the sessions are being scheduled at our college. So how do we get connected all the time to our internship program?
I do understand. So please talk to your mentors what time your college sessions are, so that you and your mentor can discuss and come up at a reasonable time when you can connect for the sessions, post which you can continue your college studies and then complete both.
How does the attendance get marked?
Robert, would you like to answer this question or you want me to?
Yeah, so let me answer this question. So every day you will be given with the link. So when you're joining the link, we'll get to know that you are the person who has joined. Whenever you're logging in, I would request you to please ensure that you put your name underscore with your resume ID or employee ID, which we will notify it to you on the email which will be sent to you. So either it will be a resume ID or this one, your employee ID. So we will soon get you the details about your employee ID so that everybody can give their employee ID and we will be able to record your attendance in our master.
Yes, some of the questions I've seen.
Would you like to give some importance about the attendance?
Yeah, team attendance is very important. It is not like college. Let me be very honest. So though Robert has said, you have to attend the session. So today's session, I already know the topics. I don't attend the session, but at least complete the assignments given and upload it in the PBL. That way I know that, yes, you knew the topic, so you didn't have to log in. Finally, it's not your college where we want to ensure that whatever you learned has been made use of with the help of assignments in the PBL, which Suresh has been clearly specifying, and a small case studies. So that will help us at 90%. Okay. Along with your capstone live project.
As per the college academics, we are expected to complete our internship program for 3 months for the 8th star. So will it be extended because you're mentioning it as 2 months?
Team, that is where you'll have to write to us saying, it is for 2 months or 3 months, because each of the universities have different time period, and we have so many university, freshers who have opted for the internship. So will you just, can you just write to us where we have written to you in pjp.internship@wipro.com, so that only for this question on duration, which is your university, so that we can get it ratified with our talent acquisition team. and then do the needful.
Well, this group seems to be having a lot of questions, Nirmala, so that the questions are pouring in. Do you mind taking some more questions?
Yeah, I can take another few questions.
Right, so many of them who have joined this call have joined as anonymous for whatever is the reason. Will my attendance be counted? So team, what we will also try to do is that we will send you a survey wherein which if you have joined the call, you can mention it in that survey so that we are able to take that information. Those who have joined as anonymous, it is nowhere that we can record your attendance in the portal. So only if you are able to log in with your name underscore with your the so-called the resume ID or with your Superset ID is the only way where we can actually capture your attendance. If not, if you're joining as an anonymous, we would not get to know who's those people who have joined the call.
Yeah, Robert, one interesting thing, ma'am, lunch break. I really envy this person who said lunch break. Team, today we are all virtual, right? As you are attending the meeting, you could have been eating. Okay. So for today, please excuse us. We thought this is the right time, and that's where there is no proper scheduled lunch time. Let's finish this, and then, otherwise you can do. We are all good at multitasking, isn't it? Tell me. Okay, the person who's speaking only has to, you cannot eat and speak. But while you are listening, you can eat as you speak or hear. Okay, but from tomorrow, this will not happen. We will give you the proper schedule timings. Yes, Robert, over to you.
Will the PJP sessions be flexible as per our timings, or do we stick on to the time which has been mentioned?
Team, let us be very clear. It is not one or two people whom we are going to schedule. So generally, once the mentor connects with you, we will discuss and then, they will specify the timings. Okay. Right now, I will not be able to comment on this because each one wanted at different timings, which is not possible. Hence, let's connect it to the mentors and mentors will guide you on it.
Well, there's someone who's being very fast in trying to log into our PBL portal has a question. We are trying to log in with the Superset ID as PBL app ID, but it is saying as invalid. So team, I do understand the eagerness what you have to complete this particular program as early as possible. But however, your IDs will be activated only by end of the day, and only from tomorrow you will be able to access the portal, right? So that's what Suresh had been clearly mentioning it. I think Vinay, you asked this question.
Robert, let me just add, team, all those who are logged in or registered at Superset do not have access to PBL ID. Okay, so this portal, we will enable only those Superset IDs where we get the information like your interns. Then once we enable it, you will be able to access it. Today, we hadn't enabled because we wanted to complete the induction, that is the process, and then enable it so that multitasking need not be done while giving a demo. That's the reason, so kindly wait.
Will my stream get changed as I've already undergoing a PJP Connect session? Will it be the same or will it change?
It will be the same. Those who have already connected to the PJP sessions, the system or the organization has ensured there is no change. You will continue as is.
Will I get exam leaves starting from a particular date which the person has mentioned? Will I be having any exam leaves?
Team, that's where I said very clearly your exams may change university to university, stream to stream in your engineering. Hence, what I suggest is the previous day and the day of the exam, and your exams are not continuous today, tomorrow. It's going to be in between. So you'll have a period of gap. So you can inform your mentor, take only on those days and then continue. Otherwise, there is no planned leave for exams. Otherwise, Robert, I see almost the same questions.
I think so. Most of the questions are repeated. I think people are still pouring on questions. All these questions we have already answered it. Many of them have asked for the session recording. We have not recorded any of these sessions. We are going to share you the guide so that you can go through a particular guide, which will help you to log on to the PPL portal. That's number one. Number two, at the same time, if you're missing out any of the sessions, we are not going to share you any of the recorded sessions because the sessions which are going to be given to you, there could be certain things which we are going to explain it to you, which you will have to use it at that particular point in time. We don't want to expose any of our course content to the outside world. So we are not going to share any of the recorded sessions. So those people who are getting connected, you will be able to make use of that particular sessions. Nimla, would you like to add on anything on this?
Yeah, I would like to add one thing. People who have already done Talent Next through your colleges, okay, if you have been given this internship and the internship is because it's a requirement of your college, you can continue your internship. Otherwise, if the stream is different, for example, in the college, it was only Java, but here they've given you analytics or .NET, it's better you continue your internship. So team, the questions are repeated. Otherwise, I think it was a long time for the first day. So let us call it a day. Wish you all a happy internship period. The rest of the questions, as and when your mentors or you can reach us, we will be able to help you out. Robert, over to you.
Thank you, Nirmala. So team, we are going to log off right now and we'll get connected tomorrow. As I mentioned it to you, that we'll be just taking you through access information from tomorrow. So how do you access your WIPRO accounts? That is your mailbox, and how you can change your password. So all this particular information will be shared to you in tomorrow's session. Very soon we will share you the link for that particular session as well. It's going to be the similar kind of connect, which is going to be planned for tomorrow. So the technical team is going to address you and take you through the mail access information as well. At the same time, we will also share you the details about the connect sessions, which are going to be regularly being connected from there on. So give us some time, maybe by tomorrow we'll have all the information sent to your mailbox. So team, with this, we close it for today. I think we are on time and we are completing the session for today. So thank you very much for joining the call and wish you all the very best to complete your internship program successfully. Thank you.